It's bound to happen. You're going along in your career happy as a lark. Then you're ready for that next big thing. However, you get frustrated. It seems that your employers are happy with you, but you're still stalled out in your career and your salary. Then you realize the bad news. You're trapped in a pigeonhole. Don't worry, in this lesson we'll talk about the dreaded pigeonhole and we'll share ways to get out of that hole. Stay tuned. In a nutshell, pigeonholing is placing a particular person in a job category or position because management views you in a particular way. No matter what you say or do, management still views you in that way, so you're stuck in what you're currently doing. Let's hear a few stories of pigeonholing.
Hi, I'm Harper. I started out with the Wazoo company as an intern, and after graduation, the company hired me. Even though I showed what I brought to the table since being hired after my internship, management still views me as the intern. I've been here for nearly 2 years, and I still haven't advanced in my career or my salary beyond the cost of living adjustment raises. To add insult to injury, management still has me doing things that I did as an intern.
I'm Madhu. My colleagues, as well as the leadership team at Wazoo Company, see me as the rock star engineer that can fix anything. However, that is not what I want to do for the rest of my life. I have dreams of getting into sales, and I've been working outside of the job to learn how to hone my craft in technical sales. To my dismay, I found that management doesn't support my efforts because I'm a rock star engineer, and I've been told to keep doing what I'm doing.
Hello, I'm Heather. I've worked as a software developer in .NET Technologies for over 15 years. At the beginning of this year, I was laid off from my job. Unfortunately, all the high-demand jobs either want Java programmers, or companies want software developers and coders who develop for AI. I saw this coming, so I prepared in advance by taking courses in Java as well as coding for AI. In software development, once you learn one programming language, you can easily learn other programming languages very quickly. Despite my experience and recent training, recruiters aren't giving me a second look, and companies are instantly rejecting me because of my past experience in .NET, despite my training.
Ni hao, I'm Li Jing. I started with Wazoo Company as a receptionist, and I worked my way up the ladder to be the social media manager. However, I discovered that I was being paid way below the industry standard. When I asked my management team about a salary increase to be competitive, I keep getting the runaround. The excuse that I get is, well, you're still starting out in that position. I think they still see me as that entry-level person.
Hi, I'm Simon. I joined Wazoo Company as a technical salesperson when I graduated university. Although I did very well on the job, and I often either met or exceeded my quotas, I was a bit of a party animal in my youth. However, I'm now 32 years old, and I have a wife and a young child. Those days are behind me. Unfortunately, upper management who knew me when constantly remind me of what I did when I was younger. I think it's holding me back in my career because my career ascent has been unusually slow, despite me meeting and exceeding my quotas and despite the company growing fivefold over the past 10 years.
Do any of those scenarios fit you? If they do, then I can help you break the pigeonhole with one simple method that will probably send traditionalists in a tizzy. If you haven't moved up the ladder, seen a significant increase in your salary despite gaining responsibility, or moved into a different position that's more in line with your career goals within 3 years, you need to switch companies. Ooh, I can hear the traditionalists now. How dare you promote job hopping? Don't you know it'll make people look bad to employers? Are you crazy? No, I'm not. Here's the reality. The dot-com bubble of 2000, the Great Recession of 2008, And the uncertain economic times of 2024 disrupted the workforce to the point where it threw the notion of staying with the job for 5 to 10 years or more out the window. Now, if a person changes jobs every 10 months, that person won't be viewed highly. However, if a person changes a job every 3 years, most companies don't hold it against the job candidate, especially in certain fields like technology and customer service. Some jobs view it as a plus, because it shows that the person is flexible and has a wide knowledge. What are some things that you can do now before you're forced to leave your job?
If you're looking to change careers, take courses in that discipline. This will help you get the knowledge in advance of the topics and points about your dream discipline. Do volunteer work for hands-on experience in your discipline. For example, if you want to transition to law, volunteer for a law agency. Not only will this give you on-the-job experience, but it will allow you to make business networking connections that can either directly help you transition to your dream career, or they can open the doors to the right people that will help you transition to your dream career. Do videos and write articles that focus on your knowledge in your dream discipline. This will act as documented evidence beyond classroom assignments that will show potential employers that you are knowledgeable about the job, and you'll be able to do the job with little to no ramp-up time. If you work in a large corporation, make friends with people that work in your dream discipline. It helps you with making a move to the new department if you have advocates that are already there. If you want to stay in your field, but you're looking to move up the ladder, if you need to take business courses because you need to be familiar with the business end to make yourself more valuable than just an engineer or just a customer service agent. Do volunteer work where you're in a leadership role, like a chairperson for a committee or an athletic coach. This will give you experience with leadership positions, and it will allow you to make business networking connections that can advocate for you in a new company. Take a part-time job teaching. This has a dual effect of improving your communication skills as well as your leadership skills. It also allows you to sharpen your current skills in your discipline. Volunteer for high-profile projects at work. This gives you visibility to others in the company, including executive-level team members, so they can see what you can do. Do videos and write articles that focus on your strategic business knowledge rather than what you do in your day-to-day activities on the job. This will act as documented evidence beyond classroom assignments that will show potential employers that you are more advanced than they think. Videos and published articles also give you a chance to get discovered by other professionals outside of your company, and you can possibly get a higher paying and higher position job.
Of course, regardless of whether you are looking to change careers or stay in your field but move up the ladder, keep your professional social network active. Most jobs are found through networking, whether it's through a direct connection or it's through 6 degrees of separation.
Clean up this mess!
This is important. Clean up your social media presence. What you post can be held against you. Also refrain from posting complaint sessions about your company and work situation on social media. Companies do search social media to see what you do. And if they see you complaining about your current job, they're not going to risk you going on social media and blasting them if something they do displeases you. If you're looking for a significant salary increase, be prepared to leave the job. The sad reality is your direct manager is often given a small budget to work with regarding raises, and what they get is often outside of their control. That said, your manager can advocate for you if you are good at what you do. As an executive with direct reports, I have had to advocate a few times for my team because, to be frank, they were being ripped off. If you want your manager to advocate for you, you have to go in with the facts, not feelings. Don't just say that you deserve more money. That won't work. Go in with documented information about what your area typically pays people in your position. The information can easily be retrieved from ChatGPT or any other AI chat application. If you are going to use AI to pull the information, be very specific about the salary range for your current market and company size. For example, can you tell me the salary range for a customer service manager in Orlando for a medium-sized company? Let's see a demo of using ChatGPT to get salary information. Here's an example of me using ChatGPT to look up the salaries for a Chief Information Officer within the Orlando region for a medium-sized company. The best way to do that is going into chatgpt.com and just ask the question, what is the average salary range for a Chief Information Officer in the Orlando area for a medium-sized company? And voila, there is the answer. This is some really good evidence to use if you suspect of being underpaid for the position, and you can actually show your management what people are actually getting paid in that particular position. Show quantitative evidence on the contributions that you make for the company to help increase their profits, improve productivity through efficiencies, and build stronger branding through customer relationships. You can get more specific information on how and what to collect in our quick learning video, which is linked in this video as well as linked in the description box. I work as an executive with direct reports, and I personally want to do anything that I can to help that person who is good at what they do get to their next step. Because to me, if I tell people to keep doing what they're doing, they're going to become resentful, their work quality will drop, and they'll leave me to figure out how to do different things in their job once they leave. If I encourage people to pursue their passions and do what I can in my power to support them in their journey, they will stay loyal to me. They'll continue to go above and beyond in their job, and when they get the chance to fly the nest, they leave copious notes and spend time training others in the department, so the transition is barely noticeable.
Regardless of whether you want to change careers, get a significant salary increase, or move up the ladder, if you're lucky to have a manager who's actually a great leader, let him or her know about what you want in your career. A great leader will do what they can to help you with your career growth.
Give yourself 3 years from the time you've started with the company to decide whether you need to leave. If you're still stuck in your situation at your job after that time period, unfortunately, you need to move on. Of course, if the situation is toxic or layoffs are imminent, please look to move on sooner than that. If you decide to move on, but you don't want to wait until you have another job before you leave, make sure that while you're at your current job, you live frugally and save a significant amount of money so you have a cushion in case finding a job takes longer than expected. In 2024, we're seeing it take between 9 months and 2 years before a person can find a comparable job, so make sure that you have built your reserves before you leave the company.